Hello Internet, welcome. Today we're going to play with Hono. Hono is a fast, lightweight web framework for JavaScript. It is built to run on top of a lot of runtimes, unlike Express or like older web frameworks, like even Next.js, which is like more node-oriented. This is supposed to run on everything that supports fetch, request, and response, as far as I know. I've read a little bit of the docs, but I haven't done anything with it yet. So let's try to dive in and actually run this thing. So, to bootstrap this, we'd need to create a Hono app. So let's copy this and hello, Hono. Okay, we're now scaffolding our project. We are going to try to deploy this even to Cloudflare because I really like them as a CDN and I'd never had a chance to test them with proper backend. So maybe let's try that because, as we've said, this is like supposed to be fully supportive of Edge runtimes. So pre-build. What is this? This isn't supposed to happen. What the hell? And if we'd use some other package manager, not that I'd like it npm, but yeah, we'll do with work with what we've got. Hello Hono. Yep. And okay, this seems to be working better. We are going to aim for Cloudflare workers or pages with workers. Probably the first one. Let's just make sure. How do we actually deploy this to... Okay, so Pages is an Edge platform for full stack web applications, serve static files and dynamic content with workers. Okay, so this is supposed to be the right one. This is supposed to be only as a backend, as far as I know. So let's try aiming for Pages. I think we're gonna cheat a bit, and then we'll still use Yarn as the package manager, but we'll see how it goes because, as you can see, this is just taking a while to bootstrap. Yeah, that's not good. Pages. Continue. Okay. Yeah. Unclear what happened there. Git init have a root commit and then gc-m scaffold and let's open up our WebStorm IDE. By the way, I'm a fan, as you can probably see, of JetBrains IDEs, but that's not like VS Code is also fine. Just like it less. And let's go with Yarn. As I said, I really prefer Yarn to npm. Like for no good reason that I think about it. and what do we have here? So, I didn't try to move anything. Index get render hello. Okay, so this is server rendered JSX, which is nice. And this is apparently already working. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Awesome. So we have our SSR working, and this is just the bootstrapping, of course. So we have went into our tutorial all the way to this area, and now we can actually try to maybe deploy this. So yeah, let's try yarn deploy. Allow Wrangler to make changes to your Cloudflare account. Yes. So free to close this browser now. Okay, create a new project. This is going to be hello hono SSR production branch name main. Yeah, that looks good. Would you like to help improve Wrangler by sending metrics to Cloudflare? Yeah, sure. I do love actually how good Cloudflare are, so let's actually help them by sending some metrics. And okay, so not such a good start. Let's maybe try to disconnect from our VPN and try again. Let's curl this. Could not resolve. So is this deployed? I mean, we did get our URL here. So what else do we need to do? Did we build the project? Did we fail to build it? No. This is on a DNS problem. Okay, so it's always DNS. How do we bust the DNS cache? Because if we try to dig this, NE. I'm surprised this is taking up so much time. CNAME. Okay, so this is like the DNS is pointing somewhere. SSL cipher mismatch. Interesting. HTTP. Okay, so this is like probably a Cloudflare thing that it takes some time for certificates to actually work correctly. Let's try to hop over to our hello hono SSR and let's go directly here. Yeah, it's now working. So probably here there's like certificate caching that's not working correctly. Let's try even just a new tab. Yeah. So let's not worry about like the commit hash thing. What we have here is our SSR thing just kind of magically working. And we have our public static, we have our static files here, which I wonder how they are served because it needs to be served without server interaction because I don't want to like I don't want static file serving to count against my workers quota, which by the way, this is like, I think usually, let's see, sub requests, last 30 minutes. How come they're not counting these requests for me? That's actually surprising. So this is, I have cache disabled. Let's try to see everything. Yeah, so style CSS comes from static style CSS. This one comes from here. And if we look at the headers, by the way, let me zoom this a little bit and put it maybe even on this side, so you will have actually something to see. Or actually, no, let's keep that in the same place and let's just move my face. So this now goes here. And if we now look at the headers, what we have here, Cloudflare array, content type, report to, server, request headers, that's not interesting. I wonder if we'll see Cloudflare cache hit. Probably not, because as we've said, this is supposed to be server rendered. Let's try to maybe even decode this at some point. And this one, style CSS, should be cached because, well, it's a static file. Text CSS gzip must revalidate. Why is it must revalidate? Max age 0. So we need to set up some caching rules. This is not like this is not a native thing. Okay, so currently, in order to make this static, we need to do some more things. But we can probably look at that and see what's going on here. So let's go over to our vite config and try to understand what the hell is going on. So we have here mode client, else server, pages dev server, and here, what is this? We have a build with, say, our entry point is source client. This is for serving like a server, like SPAs, probably. If we'd want to serve like a React app along with our server, then we'd need to do this. And empty out there, copy public there, false. Else return plugins, pages, dev server. Nothing fancy. What does this do? Vite, yarn vite, and yarn vite. So this packages both the server and the client. Why do we need this? Client TypeScript. Probably, yeah, for React. Okay. So we have deployed our things here, which is nice. Should we go for caching things? What do you say? Okay, so let's go over to middleware and find our cache. Best practices. Okay. So cache. We search cache here. Cache middleware. Okay, awesome. So from cache, where do we import that? In our worker. Okay, so app.something. So right here in index.ts, we import our cache. Then we say, first of all, app get, yeah. Is this working correctly? Yeah, is that the thing? Can we cache? We need to cache after our render. This is probably like the JSX renderer. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So when we say app get something, isn't that supposed to be like something like use? Or am I just mixing this up with other middleware like Express? So let's maybe also look at other things and see. App use, okay, yeah, that's what I remembered. Oh, I see. So use works for all requests. This means this will work for that request only. So we'd want our caching thing first. No, we'd want our compression first. So it's going to be compress from just probably hono compress and encoding gzip probably. Oh, I see. So it's supposed to be encoding gzip. Yep. And I probably want to do something like, is it possible to chain middleware, or is it just like using this logger course basic auth? Yeah, so we just, there is no chaining here. We just basically say do this. So app get cache name my app. What is this? Cache name string. The name of the cache can be used to store multiple caches with different identifiers. Why would we want to do that? If we have multiple sub-routers and maybe we'd want to like not mix up these caches, maybe, not sure. Let's just go with hello hono because that's our that's the name of our app. And cache control max age, yeah, 1 hour is fine, sure. Press course JSX renderer dot timing logger. That's okay, that's nice. Let's go with logging and let's see if we can actually get some reportings of our app. App use logger, so no, it should be also for all endpoints. And what else can we add here? We're going to basically just add a lot of middleware and let's see how the server handles it. So secure headers, sure, like helmet probably. Is this, yep. App use secure headers. And timing. Server timing provides performance metrics in the response headers. Oh, that's cool. This is actually useful to debug whether if we'd have latency issues, we'd need to blame our CDN or our our server itself. And here, set metric. What is this? Add custom metrics with timing. Must be in milliseconds. So we can actually Interesting. App use timing enabled, see request method post. Isn't that just adding these to post requests like that? I think that is equivalent. But this is a good way to show conditionals. So yeah, sure. And custom metrics. That's cool. We can actually see reports in the request time. Wow. That's quite nice. Like we could enable this only if we send some special authentication token, and then only I, as the owner of the app, can see like the custom methods, let's say. So that's awesome. That's actually like quite cool. So here we have the set metric. Yeah. That's really nice. So what are the options here? I'm now curious. Auto end enabled, total. What is total? Total. Yeah, total response time. Sure. Cross origin. Okay, so I'm like super stoked about this. E-tag. You can add e-tag headers easily. Use e-tag. So what does this actually do? Because as this is just a route, I probably want to add e-tags to like anything that's get request, right? So let's actually try this. So let's add this as well. This is a route. We'd need to actually import this from hono e-tag. And I'm just slapping, as you can see, I'm slapping everything that I've got onto this poor server. I just really want to actually see how good it handles like all this custom middleware. And authentication we're not gonna do because this will take too much time. So let's try to add everything. Yarn dev, just to make sure the server does not crash. It does crash. Hashes is not defined. And we go here and we'd say hashes. Okay, so welcome to our first bug. Index, cache, compose, JavaScript, eval, dispatch. Caches. Yarn dev. We need to maybe add something in our vite config to make this work. Let's go back to the caching middleware. And we need to do something fancy here. So this is dino npm import hono cache. Yeah, this is exactly what we're doing. No other things here. And we'd say app get star. Yeah, nothing changed. Middlewares. Let's see if we need to add anything in our vite execution order. That's not interesting right now. Built-in middleware. Powered by. Sure. That's nice of them that they're not shipping it by default, but you can like advertise this thing. And custom middleware, third party. Vite. This R. Well, not really. We just want our vite config. Vite config. Is it .config? Pages. And our vite config ts. Let's try to... Oh, that's not interesting because we don't actually try to do anything fancy here. And entry source index pages. We need anything else here? I'm not sure. Cloudflare exclude inject client script. Doesn't look like we're supposed to do anything fancy here. So what is up with this error? Just as a sanity check, let's try not with all the other middlewares and not the cache one. And if we go back here, still problem. Even if we comment out the import. So no hello, yes hello. So status failed, connection refused. Are we not on the right thing? Let's remove the e tag. Okay, I'm just gonna remove everything that's not like the renderer, just to go back to something that's actually working. Yeah, okay, so let's add these one at a time. And we are supposed to see our server timing now. If I recall correctly, now this should work with server timing. Total response time, 0.6 milliseconds. That's nice. And logger. Should take, okay, so the logger, okay, wow, okay, so this one added a full millisecond. That's quite interesting. So we can actually give this a print function. Ooh, that's nice. That means we can actually attach that to like some logging service. That's cool. Okay, so course. That's 1.4 milliseconds. And now secure headers. 5 milliseconds. Whoa, damn. If we refresh this and run it again, timing, 6 milliseconds. Whoa, this one actually adds a bunch of delay. I really wonder what happened here. But yeah, we have our thing working. And now compress. Maybe this breaks everything. Failed. Yeah, so this one actually fails. Okay, so it's the compress middleware. And if we don't use any options and we only use this one, no, still broken. Interesting. So compress. Let's try to debug what went wrong with our compression middleware. Compress. On Cloudflare workers, the response body will be compressed automatically, so that there's no need to use this middleware. Bun. This middleware uses compression stream, which is not yet supported in Bun. Okay, so first of all, we don't need this, but why is it breaking though? Okay, so it is somehow broken, and we don't need to worry about that because, well, as they've said, it's already compressed by default. And if we reload now with no compression middleware, we still get our hello back. Okay, awesome. And we do have our renderer now, and this e-tag thing, let's put it before our renderer. And now if we go to slash e-tag slash 123 321, what was it? ABC, sorry. ABC, and we have our e-tag. Yeah, we do. So we have our e-tag, but it is still not using this correctly. Probably, oh, because we're missing the cache thing, right? So app get cache, and we need a cache name. Let's say hono, and cache control. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice interface. And now our server is broken because of the cache thing being broken. Do they have any issue on that? Oh no. GitHub. Oh no. Issues. Cache. Caches until the deploy. We install everything again. Everything is installed. So what is the problem here? Get cache name. Truly nothing fancy. Terminal. Dev. So I just want to have our stack traces here so we can click them easily. And it says caches not defined. So caches. So is this like supposed to be a global that's just not working correctly? So this is the distribution of caches, and we have var cache, which is our actual middleware. Open. Is that a method here? No. So caches is something that's supposed to be maybe on, let's try global this. Maybe. Let's re-kill this and run it again. And still broken. It says cache is not defined. Index 14. Okay, so of course everything here is broken in terms of like source maps, so that's quite sad. But let's revert this file. Hono caches middleware. Issue. Cache is not defined. Brave, Chromium, Firefox. After the service startup, it's hanging on load time. Chrome and Safari only expose cache storage to the windowed context over HTTPS. MDN caches? Is that a thing? Really? Interesting. So apparently, and like no -- version, we are on node 20. Don't we have that? Node 20 caches. Browser compatibility. Let's see. So cache. Node is not listed here because it's not Dino. Apparently Dino is a browser. Who knew? So node cache API. Web standard cache API. Node poly cell cache. So that means it might actually work on the on Cloudflare workers. Interesting. What happens if we actually try to run this as with workerd, with Wrangler? I wonder. You know what? I think we're wasting too much time on this. Let's run without caches. Let's try to deploy this with all the other middleware. And if this actually proves to be useful, then we'll add caching in a minute. So let's just commit everything and say, what is this crap? Why does JetBrains add so much shit to the .idea file? Yeah. And I'd really want to untrack everything in this area. Git restore staged, anything under .idea, yes please. And commit add middleware. Run deploy. God damn, that worked quickly. And if we go to our it's not a function. Oh, I see. It's considered a worker, not a function. Or is it? So we have made some invocations. Subdomain subcolon workers dev, compute settings global. Visit site? No. What I'd want to do is see the logs. Where are all them logs? Functions, bindings, workers, redirects. Function metrics. Oh, okay, so here they are. Awesome. And do we get any logs for that? I'd be surprised if we don't have any kind of logs for this, but Cloudflare workers logging. Log from workers. This feature is not available for zones in the China network. Okay, sure. And console log as usual. ES modules, yeah, nothing fancy. So Wrangler tail. Apparently that's the thing we want to do. So let's try to do this. So do we have a Wrangler here? Yeah. So what is the name of this worker though? Because what we have here is run build, then Wrangler pages deployed dist. So let's try this. Awesome. No. Request to Cloudflare API. Script not found. Findings failed. Do we need to do anything fancier than that? Name of your worker or the route the worker is running on. Oh, so this one, let's say, hello pages dev. Script not found. No. Shit. Could not find zone 4. Workers and pages. Requests today. How come there's not like a big, here are your logs, sir? Trace. Proxy the host name. No. What we want. KV queues D1 hyperdrive plans. That's just log push if we want to deliver the logs to somewhere else. Workers documentation. We don't have functions, we just have the worker. But why can't I manage the worker? Right, because I do have assets uploaded here as hello hono.dev. Maybe it means it just I have like another hidden worker here somewhere that I'm just not filtered by workers. Nothing. What the fuck? Where is this? Okay, so let's try to bind this somehow. Functions. ulimit, production preview. Compatibility date. Bind to another worker. To invoke it directly from your code. I'm kind of confused here. Let's see. Output there, entry, minify, external. Nothing interesting here. So when we just did a deployment, just like this one, it says it just created a build, and then it says Wrangler pages deploy dist. Uploading worker bundle. Try to take a peek over at this some hash URL. Different one, by the way. I'm surprised because we haven't changed the actual thing. But we have our dist worker.js, which is actually something. Seems like we have a server here, apparently. So Wrangler pages dev needs a command. Help. Deploy dist. Verbose. So no verbose. That's quite sad. I'd really want some more logging. Cloudflare, like let's go with top. By the way, npm i-g Wrangler latest. That might actually improve things. Sub requests. I have made no sub requests. Requests triggered by calling fetch from within your functions. Just modified 2 minutes ago. Preview branch. Settings, custom domains. No. Oh, real-time logs. So I just didn't scroll enough down. That's the thing. Wow. So this should now just WebSocket connection established. Let's run this here. And let's go back to this and just let's hammer this website. Amazing. Okay, so the logging works. Apparently, I just needed to look better. Outcome. Okay, script, pages, workers, production. So this is the script name. Apparently, pages worker. Let's try. Wrangler tail. This one. npx wrangler latest fail script not found. Was it not this one? I don't know from anymore. Oh, never mind. Okay, so let's wrap it up because we've been wasting a lot of time. What we've done here is that we've deployed our nice server with a minimal front end to Cloudflare, which is nice. I didn't expect us to deploy that quickly. I'm actually quite surprised how smooth the deployment went. And the fact that Cloudflare provides like 100K requests for free, that's quite useful. And I hope you enjoyed the learning how to deploy with Hono, because we've done a lot of things that are not exactly that, but the gist is just follow the things here. Like, I'm not sure what's going on with the caching middleware, but probably if you deploy it, it will work. Let's actually see if we can break our deployment here now. So we uncomment this one. We don't expect this to work locally, but this might just work globally. So yarn deploy. Wow, deploying is like the build and deployment here is super fast. I really like that. Nothing here yet. Hello, and is that cached now? It is cached and it is immutable. So the next time we actually fetch that, it will be without networking, right? Timing. 9 milliseconds. Interesting. So I have disabled cache, of course. So headers. So it is caching this one, the not modified one, because we're sending an e tag, are we? Or I think we're not even sending an e tag. I'm surprised that it's gonna say not modified. Not sure, or maybe we did. Yeah, if not matched. Awesome. So fav icon. Okay, so it's actually working. Awesome. So we have our caching middleware. It's just not working locally, and we'll need to debug that. Probably something to do with Node, not with Hono. And hope I'll see you in the next video. I think like this was a good framework apart from the caching middleware. Like, I believe I'll use this in some like hobby project and maybe even in a serious one that I just want to like deploy quickly. Awesome. So see you on the next one, and bye-bye for now.